Olamilekon is way too easy.
It wasn't like there was any particular point in my childhood where I sounded like rubbish when I first started making music. Like, I can't even lie. So I have this uncle. I remember him having a conversation with me that kind of broke me. Can you see my house? I didn't build my house with passion. You can't build a house like this with your passion. Well, that was what my uncle said. I can't lie, my house is bigger than his house now, sir. Like, I don't gain anything from the Grammys, for example, being bigger. I would love a world where like Travis Scott is in Nigeria for the headies. I think my greatest fear in life is what comes after it. Probably scares me the most, going broke. Recently, I think I have gotten to a point in my life where like a damaged reputation is now starting to become like a fear of mine. Right now, I don't have a girlfriend. Hi guys, this is Lojay and this is my exclusive interview on HipTV. I think it will taste like vanilla. I love vanilla. My beliefs? Me. Believe in God. That's it. I can't lie to you, man. I cannot have this conversation on television because a lot of people are going to be very sensitive about it. But that's why I just said, if there was one thing that people probably like not believe about me, is probably my beliefs. Lekon. Literally, that would be my stage name. I'll just use my name. At the point, I wanted to do that. And then, obviously I was younger, so I felt, it will not be fresh, it will not be cool. But obviously now being older, like, yeah, obviously I want to use my name. If it's not Lojay, to be Lekon. I mean, Lojay is basically an acronym for Lekon Oshifeso Jr., which is my name, Lojay. Hey guys, this is Lekon, and right now you're watching my exclusive interview with HipTV.
Olamilekon is way too easy.
My current mood with 3 song title. 1, Oble. 2, Lahu. 3, Money by Davido and Olamide. I just need dollars. That's my mood right now. I'm in the Lahu mood. I think more than anything, what shaped my vocal style was practice. It wasn't like there was any particular point in my childhood where I sounded like rubbish when I first started making music. Like, I can't even lie. Every time I hear my voice, I cringe. But as time went on, I just kept practicing and I just kept working on it. And it just got to a point where it sounded distinct to everyone else. When I shower with like hot water, for example, it helps my pores open and it also helps like clear phlegm from like my throat and everything. So I also like to use that as an opportunity to just do like vocal runs and warm-ups. Yes, many times, to be honest. I've had moments, especially like before everything like started to like align for me. I had moments where I wasn't even trying to even do the music. There's one story that just comes to mind when this happened, whenever I think about stuff like this. But then there was a period in my life where, so I have this uncle, people probably know about now from a song, Billions, where I spoke about. Okay, so this uncle is very interesting because I have to be very techie as to not reveal who exactly this uncle is. But he had facilities. He was able to like sponsor. He was in a position where he already had the artists, and I was hoping and begging him to like, you know, add me to his roster and stuff like that. And at the point itself, he even told me that like, yeah, don't worry, it's clear, this and that. I invited him to the office. I thought everything was like good and everything was like going straight. And then things just switched. And I remember him having a conversation with me that kind of broke me. I don't think that was his intention, but like the conversation itself just broke me. Can you see my house? I didn't build my house with passion. You can't build a house like this with your passion. Well, that was what my uncle said. I can't lie, my house is bigger than his house now, sir. And I remember that being like a point of like, I need to prove this guy wrong so bad. Like, there was just a point of like, I think that was, for me, a very, very key moment that kind of just shaped everything for me and made me be like, okay, you know what? All in, all or nothing. Because it almost felt like he was trying to destroy my spirit. Like, it almost felt like he was trying to like make sure that I did not go on this path. I think what helped me push through that more than anything was the fact that I never had a plan B. Like, guys, if I don't make it, don't fuck off, guys. Like, honestly speaking, like, if I never made it, like, for me personally, I don't know how I would have, like, gone about life. For a big part, like, me not even having, like, a plan B was kind of intentional. Because, like, it wasn't like, oh, this or this. It was just this. First time I ever felt like an artist was probably my first show in Lagos. Just seeing my fans, seeing like my family, seeing my friends. I mean, I was very grateful, but like I just knew how much work needed to be done. So I never let myself get carried away. Until now, I really don't let myself get carried away. Somebody was telling me about like my Hades speech and how like I was just like calm and I wasn't like, and it's like today now is last year's news. Another Hades is coming up. To be honest, right, I feel like that I'm also very grateful for my family. I mean, they're happy, they're proud, but they keep me very grounded. I don't know, to be honest, like I'm not gonna say, oh, my songs are better than everybody's song on there or anything, because it's not like it was. There was no better song. All the songs there were good. All the songs there were great songs. That's why they were in that category. Whatever reason it was that made me win the award, like, I don't know. I can't tell you that for a fact. Even down to like my speech, like there was no ill intention or anything. It's not like I wasn't. I even spoke about like the industry and how much like it is important for us to like just bring back structure into like the industry and everything. What's important is having an award show in Nigeria, for example, that rivals anything anywhere else. And like we can like beat our chest and say, okay, these guys did this award show like perfectly. Like I don't gain anything from like the Grammys, for example, being bigger. We here don't gain anything from the Grammys being. Everybody here gains something from like Headies, for example. There is, as much as the Headies and everything is, sorry, the Grammys and everything is nice and all that is sweet. As a Nigerian, you can never become priority in a space that is not your home. We are advocating just to be put in like pop categories in Grammys for actual pop songs. Like people are. Thames made one of the most beautiful R&B albums last year, and they gave her Best African Artist. Why is she not being spoken about in the R&B category, the pop category, the Best Female category? They have people from their own country that are helping them, that they feel deserve these awards, and that's okay. But what would help me as a Nigerian artist is for example, the Headies to be so well recognized that like American artists win Headies awards and come to Nigeria to collect the award because they are well patterned, because everything is just like done right. Like even I don't know who ended up winning like the best international artist. I think it was Travis Scott. I would love a world where like Travis Scott is in Nigeria for the Headies. I think my greatest fear in life is what comes after it. I don't know what that is. I don't know what comes after life. So if you're Muslim, you say you go to Al-Jannah. If you're Christian, you say you go to heaven or hell. That's the only thing that I think about and probably scares me the most. Going broke. Like the probability of like going, like just like losing everything. Recently, I think I have gotten to a point in my life where like a damaged reputation is now starting to become like a fear of mine. Like I've gone to a point where it's like I can say something now, an LOL from me can cause hysteria. If I say it in the wrong context or in the wrong, can end up damaging my reputation or something like that. Just not moving like very smart can just like mess me up now. So I think that's one thing that I think about. But I wouldn't say that keeps me up at night. I'm not a troublemaker to a point where like I would find myself in some sort of situation that I would have never thought like possible or anything. Like I'm not a criminal. My music career is a part of my story that feels unfinished more than anything. Maybe I don't pay attention to things like that, but in terms of like the things that I actually do pay attention to, one of them is just like my career. That's something that is always on my mind, like just like 24/7. I don't know if it's like this for like every artist, but it's like that for me, Sha. Like my brain doesn't switch off from like just my career, my music, what song is next, what this is next, where's the mix, where's this, what's that. And it's like my story on that aspect is very much unfinished. Now I'm an ambivert. I used to be a very, very strong introvert. I used to be very introverted. With time, I've just had to learn how to communicate with people, be more expressive. Like for example, like I walked in here, I was like able to like say hi to everybody. There was a point in my life I would never, and it's not because I'm rude, I'm just shy. Like, and even till now, like I have situations where like I go, like I remember I had a friend of mine have a dinner recently, and I just went there, and it was with like a lot of other like celebrities and like people, and I was just like quiet. And at the point somebody asked me like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just shy, man, because like overstimulation, too many things are going on at once." It's very interesting right now. I can't even lie. I think love is a beautiful thing. That's what I think right now. I think I'm optimistic about love now more than ever. Right now, I don't have a girlfriend. Nudes. It was just weird. Like it was just so like uncle. Who told you I wanted to see it again? Like, huh? Like, that was just. I found that so disrespectful. But it was just weird. Not saying I don't. If I know the person like that and like we're on that time, yeah. But I don't know you like that. There's no ritual before recording. Before recording, there's no specific ritual, to be honest. There's like performance like rituals, but there's no like recording rituals. I just stomp my foot on like right before I climb onto the stage. I just have to like hit my feet like 3 times. It shakes off the anxiety a little bit. Oof. I have one. But I'm not gonna say the name. Let the people that like it keep like liking it. My most embarrassing performance ever happened in Germany, Netherlands. So I had 2 shows that night. I had one in Amsterdam and I had one in Rotterdam. So it was like, first one probably started like 2 a.m. Then we finished the show. Then we had to drive off like from Amsterdam to Rotterdam, which is like an hour plus drive. And then by the time we got there, my set was like, I was so late. It was like 5:30. Sun was already coming out, but like people were still there, like just waiting for like my set. And next thing I'm performing, and it was a live set. And in the middle of performing, I just stopped hearing everything except the drums. And next thing it's like I look around and the guitar guy is like fondling with his guitar. This is like one song in, like this is the first song. And I'm performing, No, at first, I'm performing and I can't hear like the band. I can just hear myself. So I'm still performing, but like, I just noticed that like the guitar guy was like fondling with his guitar, like trying to like see what's happening. And then I looked to my left. The piano guy is like looking, like trying to call, but the drummer is still drumming, like it's still going. And next thing, I take out my headphones. Sound as cut. It's just the drummer drumming. Me, I'm singing, but like I don't even know if my mic was on. I think it was. My mic was on, but it wasn't in the house. So it's like I can hear it from the in-ears, but I can't hear it from like the. I lost my mind, because in my mind it was like I'd never been in such a situation. I'm meant to be like the closing act. Everybody has waited for like God knows how long. It's like 5:30. Everybody's tired. The last thing that they're looking for is for me to now come in here, and I'm having like sound issues and all this. Bro, I ended up moving to like the next song, and then halfway through the next song, I'm just like, okay, let's just do like the final song. Just, like it was. But then shout out to Rotterdam though, because everybody was still like, they were still pushing like as much to just like, you know, get the show going. But that was my one performance that was bad. I switched everything, like everything about like the way I do my sets, the way I like plan for like shows, everything after that day. But I've never had a day like that before, a show like that before. No, I think I no go talk am now. You go carry me. But for the sake of you know, PG-13, a habit of mine that I don't like is sometimes like I take too much fruits and vegetables and stuff, like healthy stuff, salads. I eat too much. Like it's too much sometimes. Shawarma, all those things, like too much. It's not good for you. Blend, both of them. I like all those hotel that sound like Fuji. It's stage performance. Headies. I like to stay private, depending on my mood. But if you ask me on a normal day, you most likely catch me saying sit at home. Saz is not really like, okay, so like when he's making beats, for example, there's this dance that he's always doing when he's making beats.
Oh my God, is that Lojay? Oh my God, can I take a picture?
Your lips like poison. Waiting I for do. I promise you, I know at least 17 songs that have waiting I for do. Oh yes, now that's not me that said it. I thought it was me that said it. But if you say like, girl, I only need your house address. What's good, everybody? This is Lojay, and I just finished my exclusive interview with HipTV. Make sure you guys check it out. Check the channel. Check my channel, Lojay Music, everywhere, and Lojay.music on TikTok. And I'll see you guys next time. Then I'll tell you if you think. Then give me another song.
Alright, that's all.
I have one for you.
Okay.
Almost anything for you. No, almost anything for me. It's because I sang it. It's because I sang it. Now me, I don't go sing out. I shouldn't have sung it.
This was awesome. We've come to the wrap of this. I hope I was able to ask you some questions.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
It was interesting. I've said it. See, this idea, I've pitched it to everybody. So if you like, you people should do it. If you like, you should not do it.